Is there still a people hidden somewhere on Earth whose emergence heralds the final chapter of human civilization? A barrier that has remained intact for over 1,000 years by the will of Allah? Yet, the day that barrier crumbles, the world will witness the most catastrophic disaster in history. Who are Gog and Magog? Where are they? And what do the Quran and Sahih Hadith say about them? Let us begin. In Surah Al-Kahf, the Quran describes Gog and Magog as a people who spread great corruption and chaos across the land. A group of people came to the great ruler Dhul-Qarnayn asking for his help. They told him that Gog and Magog had made their lives unbearable. The people offered Dhul-Qarnayn wealth in return for his protection. But he replied, "What my Lord has given me is far better. Just help me with your strength and labor." Dhul-Qarnayn ordered a massive barrier to be built between two mountains. Huge blocks of iron were stacked together to form its foundation. The iron was then heated until it glowed like fire. After that, molten copper was poured over it, making the barrier incredibly strong and smooth. The Quran tells us that Gog and Magog were unable to climb over the wall, nor could they break through it. Dhul-Qarnayn declared, "This is a mercy from my Lord. But when the promise of my Lord comes to pass, he will level it to the ground." Authentic hadith state that Gog and Magog try to dig through the barrier every single day. By the end of the day, they come close to breaking through, but they leave before finishing. By Allah's will, the barrier is restored to its original condition overnight. When Allah's appointed time arrives, they will finally be allowed to emerge. Day after day, Gog and Magog continue digging at the enormous wall. They walk tirelessly, believing that they are only moments away from breaking through. As evening falls, they stop and return. During the night, by Allah's command, every mark they made disappears. The next morning, they find the barrier standing as solid as ever. This does not happen for just a day or even a year. It continues for as long as Allah wills. For centuries upon centuries, they repeat the same effort, yet they never succeed, until the time decreed by Allah finally arrives.
At last, one day, their leader will say, "Tomorrow we will return, if Allah wills." That single statement, Insha'Allah, will mark the moment Allah has decreed for history to change forever. When they return the next day, they will be astonished. For the first time, the barrier will remain exactly as they left it. The promise of Allah will have come to pass. After breaking through the barrier, Gog and Magog will spread rapidly across the earth. Their advance will be so overwhelming that vast regions will fall under their control in a very short time. No one will be able to stand against them. People will flee with their families to fortified places, mountains, and any safe refuge they can find. Fear and uncertainty will spread across the world. Authentic hadith tell us that they will pass by a massive body of water. The first groups will drink from it until nothing remains. Those who come later will say, "There used to be water here." After causing immense destruction across the earth, they will become consumed by pride, believing that no force remains capable of stopping them. According to authentic hadith, they will even shoot their weapons toward the sky. As a test from Allah, the weapons will return stained with what appears to be blood, causing them to become even more arrogant and deceived. At that time, Allah will reveal to Prophet Jesus, Isa, peace be upon him, that he must take the believing servants of Allah to the mountains for safety, because no human power will be able to confront Gog and Magog. From their refuge in the mountains, Jesus, peace be upon him, and the believers will turn to Allah with sincere and constant prayers. Their only hope for deliverance will be their Lord. Then Allah will send tiny creatures that will strike Gog and Magog at the necks. In a single night, their mighty army will be completely destroyed by the command of Allah. Authentic hadith describe that after their destruction, the earth will be covered with their bodies. The stench will become so overwhelming that people will be unable to leave their shelters. In response to the prayers of Jesus, peace be upon him, and the believers, Allah will send enormous birds to carry away the bodies. Then he will send heavy rain that will wash and purify the earth. In this way, the terrifying trial of Gog and Magog will finally come to an end.
After the era of Gog and Magog, peace will be restored to the world. Authentic hadiths speak of abundant blessings during that time. Following the end of the tribulation caused by Gog and Magog, Isa, Jesus, peace be upon him, will establish order based on truth and justice, and people will live in peace and harmony.